Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to go over some of the mistakes that I've made on Dragon Ball Idol and how you can avoid them. Hopefully these tips will be helpful. If they are, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is marks. We want to plan for the late game. So with marks, you have different types. For damage dealers, you typically want to use Mo to get that set. For tanks, you want to use Kai to get this set, which is good for the crit res. In early game, you can do Kame for tanks, but since we're planning for late game, we definitely want to go with Kai. And then for healers, we want to go with Shin marks. When getting gold marks, choose stats that are for your build before leveling them up as well. An example of this is you do not want to use a Kai mark with crit damage, because crit damage doesn't really matter when it comes to a tank. Instead, you want to get stats like armor or crit resistance, block, def, and HP. Or if you have a tank that uses dodge a lot like Cell and Champa, then you'll want dodge percentage. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is shops and what to buy, what not to buy. So in the tournament shop, it's suggested that you only buy the gold marks that you need and dragon shards. You don't really need to spend money or your tokens on this or any of these earlier ones, mainly just the gold marks and the dragon, because dragon is going to be very important. So the next one in the clan shop here, you want to focus on getting the random Dragon Ball. I mean, you could use it on this if you need to, but mostly the random Dragon Ball is all you're really going to want to get out of here. Okay, for the Snake Way shop, really the only thing you want to purchase in here is the dragons as well. So now taking a look at the market, the VIP market, you never want to use this. There's no reason to spend this amount of gems on this kind of stuff. It's just too expensive. As far as the regular market, I would suggest just getting things with gold and not using gems. If you're really tight on something, I mean, sure, but for the most part, you definitely want to use gems, or gold, not gems. Alright, so for the team shop in here, there's a couple things you want to focus on. So if your team is all triple S, then you'll definitely want to get these red souls. You want to get these capsules, and you want to get these mystic stones and the identifiers. That's your priority. If you have enough left over, then you can pick the weapon. But your priority is going to be the red souls, the capsules, the stones, and the identifier. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is Dragon Balls. When you get Dragon Balls, you add them to Shenron and you can make a wish. Now there's 3 different types of Dragon Balls you can get. You can get a Star Dragon Ball, which will have this on it, or you can get a pick one, which has the question mark and says pick, and basically you can pick any Dragon Ball that you want. And then there's just random, which is just a question mark, and that just gives you a random Dragon Ball. The places that you can get the Dragon Balls are from the tournament, or from the battle rather. You'll get rewards such as a pick one in later game, and earlier one it just gives you a specific Dragon Ball. You can get them from Dragon Ball Conquest, or again, you can get the pick ones from the Battle Pass and the random ones from the Clan Shop. So what I suggest with Dragon Balls is if you get pick, save them. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you're just hunting for a single Dragon Ball and you have a random one that you can open. So for example, right now, if I open a random one, there's 3 Dragon Balls I still have available. And if I get one of those 3, then I have the other 2 picks, so I can finish this out right away. The other thing I would mention on the wishing or the Dragon Balls is only use it to get the dragon. Don't worry about the double S's, any of those characters. Only use it to get the dragon. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting it. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is armor. And one of the biggest mistakes that I've made is not equipping at the same star level. You'll get a red indicator here. Say for example, I've got all 4 stars right now on this character. If I had a 5-star piece, I'd get a red indicator here asking me to equip that 5-star. Do not do it. The reason is they have the set bonus, and if you only have 3 out of 4 pieces, you end up going to lose power because of the fact that you don't have the 4 set. So it's definitely not worth it to equip a single 5-piece or even a double 5-piece right now. I want to make sure all of the ones I have the upgrade to 5 before I upgrade the character. When you're doing the instance for your armor, I would suggest purchasing 2 additional. So you just go here and just purchase 2. You don't need to do any more than that really. You just keep doing that every day and you'll get a steady upgrade. Alright, so next up is the tech lobby. A big mistake that I made early on is I just started leveling randomly, not really having a plan. And the main thing to remember about the tech lobby is it's going to help the characters that you utilize. So, for an example, my team is nothing but defense and skill. My damage dealers are skill, and my tanks are defense. My healer is also skill. So I have no reason to put anything in attack. So instead I focus on the skill, because I have 3 characters that use it. 2 of them are my damage dealers. So max that up all the way. Then I moved on to defense and started leveling them up all the way. So you definitely want to utilize this for however your team is set up. If you have all attackers and defenders, there's no point in you putting anything in skill until everything else is maxed out. Do keep in mind that you can reset these if you need to. So if your original team, has a couple attackers and defenders, and you put a bunch in attack, but then you ended up changing to a skill attack or a skill defense base, you can just reset it and put those points into skill. But definitely don't waste your time in something that you're not using at the moment. Once everything else is filled up, then you can fill that up, and eventually you should be able to get it all filled up and it won't matter. But as you're going through, make sure you're catering to your team. Also, early on, I would suggest when you're doing your clan sign-in, if you do the normal for gold, you get 250, you'll get 500. For 300, you get 2,000. Early on, I would recommend trying to do the advanced as much as you can, just to get those up to where you need. But then you can go down. So it's definitely going to depend on your preference, but I would recommend doing advanced to get that up as fast as possible. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the events, such as mark soaring. A big mistake that I make is, I have 300 of these marks, and I just go ahead and blow through them. Well, You don't want to do that. You want to save up so that you can max out these rewards. And obviously, this requires 800. So you want to save up till you can get this amount. So it's 800, but some of these don't always cost 1. So you actually need like 3,600, I think. To max this out, you might have some left over. My math may be off on that. But ultimately, you just want to save up until you can max out these rewards, because then you're going to get, more of these summon things, which you can get that typically. But then you can get a random SS character. You can pick an SS character, and then you can get a complete dragon, which is the most beneficial. The same thing applies to the other events, such as the Gear Up and the Summoning event. You want to make sure that you have enough to check out these rewards, and you can go all the way down. It doesn't matter if you don't participate in one and you wait. You're going to end up better off. Yes, you might feel the need to rush through and get the stuff because you need to upgrade your marks, etc. But it's really not the best way, and it's going to slow you down in the long run. So that's why you want to just skip them if you need to, and save up for the next time that you can max out these rewards. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about is topping up. There are quite a few mistakes that can be made when you're topping up, but ultimately, topping up is purchasing things, and you get this privilege, so you get different VIP ranks. VIP 14 is when you get Vegito, which is a milestone. VIP 12, you get Evil Boo. Outside of that, it's not really much, just double S's. So 14 is a good one to get to, because you'll have Vegito and Evil Boo. But the tips with topping up. So when you top up, if you can, now this doesn't apply for everybody, this is people who know they're gonna spend a lot of money, but if you can, try to top up in a single instance for $600. The reason for that is because you want to maximize your rewards. So when you're topping up, you'll notice this cumulative top up gift, and as you go through, you get some nifty things, and say you're only spending $40 here or $40 there instead of the 600. This is all you're gonna get unless you're doing that all within the same week. But if you go to top up to 600 in 1 week, you get a triple S character. Now sometimes you'll see that they have a specific one, but then they also have these packs, and if you look at the packs, there's quite a few in here that you can get. Never get the dragon for this. If you get this and you go for the whole 600, never get the dragon. Get a character that you need. And the packs do change, so you may want to look at the pack before you decide to top up so that you can make sure you get the character you want. Now, if you're not really wanting to go to 600, the other suggestion would be to make it up to 250 so that you get a full set of Dragon Balls, you get a full dragon, and that'll help you up. But definitely, this is more of a patience game. It's not top up here and there, spend 20-30 here, 20-30 there. You're not going to get ahead that way. You need to plan, you need to be patient, and that will help you get the team that you're actually looking for, instead of hoping that they'll pop up in the summon returns. So yeah. Alright, so that's really the 7 most common mistakes that I made, that you may have made, or you may not have gotten to that point yet, but hopefully this will help you out. I got a lot of help from one of my clanmates named Max on this information, and it really turned my gameplay around. So yeah, I thought everybody should know. It's really great information to have. If I missed anything or whatnot, leave me a comment, let me know, and I can take a look, and maybe something else I can learn. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.
You wear a hat, they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in a hat. You just like clubbing and clothes. Me, I like afternoon naps. 3, I be missed for the road. My oldest like counting racks. You wear a hat, they call dad. Me, I'm the dad in